A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I convey my gratitude to the CSR Foundation and specifically the Deendayal Agarwal ji, my mentor, for giving me this opportunity to come and participate in this very, very important program for the ecosystem around the corporate social responsibility, and having the panel of the distinguished speakers and the guests. We are into the second technical session and discussing about the blockchain, the relevance of the blockchain in the digital governance, the role of structured data in the corporate social responsibility, how this blockchain can provide us the secure and the reliability, and vis-a-vis we have the distinguished presence of the Joint Secretary MP-led scheme Tanveer Mohammed Saab. Friends, when we are discussing about the blockchain vis-a-vis the corporate social responsibility, each one of you will agree that as the name suggests, the corporate social responsibility means the responsibility of the corporate towards the ecosystem, towards the society. Now when the organization is working and they are taking benefit of the national resources, may it be the ecological side or even the societal side, then it is always a responsibility which is being fixed under the law that the corporate has to fulfill certain responsibility towards the ecological system, towards the society. And these days, when we are discussing about the ecological aspect and the social aspect, we have a very, very important buzzword which is moving around the entire ecosystem, is the ESG, that is environment, social and governance. Now friends, when we talk about the corporate social responsibility, our vision towards the corporate social responsibility, there is a legal framework which is created by the Government of India, that yes, every corporate has to subject to a threshold limit that you have to invest, or you have to spend a particular percentage since you are above a threshold limit. But still, in spite of all these efforts, the real purpose that the CSR should serve depends on the quality of the data, the quality of the measurement. So you are saying that I am doing a CSR, but whether it will be a measurable initiative or the contribution or not is always a question. So somebody is contributing, somebody is devoting investment, somebody is putting expenditure, but whether that is actually serving the purpose for which it is aimed for is always a question. So what I am trying to convey you is about the measurability of the purpose, measurability of the that okay, you have spent for. Now when we are looking for this, the importance of the entire aspect is about the data. When we see that today the technology, the disruptive technology which is working, the robotic process automations, and in the school time we used to study the ABCD and we were saying A for apple and B for ball. Today A stands for artificial intelligence and B stands for blockchain, and I will go further, the C stands for cyber security and D for data analytics. So what I am trying to convey you that yes, all these blockchain technology and the robotic process automation, the artificial intelligence, they are doing wonders. But ultimately the baseline for all these technology is something which is very, very important, is the data. So data is the key. Now, unless and until you have the verified data, you have the certified data, you have the quantified data, you have the structured data, the right word is, all these technology can't work. So it is very, very important for all of us to understand that when we talk about the blockchain, I will connect the blockchain vis-a-vis the CSR as well. based on my experience. The first and important aspect that we need to understand is the importance of the structured data. So when we are using the blockchain into the CSR, it is not only that it will increase the efficiency, it will improve the efficiency, it will provide the ease as we are looking for. The earlier speaker was talking about that normally we are taking for an IPO, it is taking 10 days time, or in case there is a blockchain, it will take only a 2 days time or something like that, meaning thereby it will increase the efficiency. But at the same time, there is an added advantage available when you are using the blockchain into the CSR, that as an outcome you are getting a structured data. So the structured data, as we are all aware, that if that is available, that offers the comparability, that offers the better decision making as compared to you have the unstructured data. Now when we discuss that we all agree with the importance of the data and the structured data, there are the different initiatives across globe to have the structured data for the corporate social responsibility or the environment, social and governance, that is ESG. Friends, I will just touch upon and then I will request our distinguished speaker to speak, because I am aware that we all are sitting in between you and the lunch. So we have to see that we are completing the sessions as per the scheduled time, which is around 1:40, 1:45 or so. But I just wish to draw your attention that since I am also the part of the XBRL International, globally, before this blockchain came, the entire focus again is on the structured data was being achieved through the using the technology like XBRL. I can tell you, I can illustrate you that the countries, I am not naming the country specifically, but I can tell you, I am aware about the name of the country also, but just to avoid any name, taking a name, the countries are there when they are aware that in case you are taking the water from the earth, you are using the earth water, you are using the surface water, or you are using the other, say for example for the bottling plant or something, that how much water you have taken, and then your corporate social responsibility should be aimed to replace that particular kind of a water which you have used from the earth. So it is not the case. I give you an example that today when we are saying the blockchain will certainly will offer you a make or check a concept, that okay, you will have I will say the process automation, distributed ledgers will be there, you will be using a private blockchain or a public blockchain, all I can discuss. But I can tell you that today you have the companies, say for example sitting in the special zone of Himachal Pradesh. Now the company is operating in the Himachal Pradesh and they have a special economic zones, so the tax benefits are there, say for example in Jammu and Kashmir, say for example in the other part of the country. So the companies are operating over there, they are digging the water from the earth. The water level which was earlier 50 meters is now 400 meters, and since they have the head office in Delhi and Mumbai, they are saying that we are spending in Delhi and Mumbai for the CSR expenditure. Actually that is the irony. That is something is very, very important that we need to understand and have the data in such a way that can enable our decision making, that ultimately where should be the CSR expenditure should be incurred for. So my dear friends, I will not take much of your time because we have the panel of speakers available. I can only touch upon on this aspect that the blockchain or the XBRL or the other technologies, ultimate aim when we are talking about the CSR, that ultimately the CSR looks for to give back to the society. So how you are giving back to the society, what is the measurement of that is something depend on the data, the structured data, and for this the blockchain, XBRL are, I believe, are contributing or are the very, very important technology that is being employed by the number of organizations or even by the regulators to see that ultimately whatever they are aiming for is being achieved. So I believe that these kind of sessions will certainly give a lot of guidance to the stakeholders, that how, and even specifically to the regulators, that how important is the structured data, how important is the data that they should have, by having all these. So in case all the organizations are submitting their reports in one of the technology, made with the blockchain, made with the XBRL, the comparability of the reports, comparability of their submissions, then the analysis, and then creating a strategic decision making is something that we should all aim for. So with these words, I invite our panel, our experts panel. We have the Deepak Khanduri ji from ONGC. May I request him to address all the participants. His topic will be the digitization and the blockchain vis-a-vis the CSR. Over to Deepak ji.